Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to share with you 5 methods that you can implement into your individual training sessions to improve your dribbling technique. And if you master all 5 of today's methods, you're going to be equipped for so many different scenarios you might find yourself in during a match where using dribbling is the most effective option. Just before we get into them, I want to say a huge thank you to Acuity Scheduling for sponsoring today's video. Acuity Scheduling is a flexible scheduling tool that allows you to manage all of your client bookings and communications. So your clients can book appointments through your own customized page, cancel or reschedule if needed, as well as receive automated updates and notifications through text and email. My favorite feature is the downloadable app, which allows me to manage everything from the palm of my hand, which is a game changer for someone like me who's always on the go. Try it out for yourself with a free trial to see how Acuity Scheduling can benefit your business. And if you use the link in my description, www.acuityscheduling.com/7mlc, you can get 20% off your first subscription. But let's get into the first method. The first method is cone weaves. So this is where we place down cones or water bottles, rolled up pairs of socks, any objects to provide obstacles for us to dribble the ball around. And the great thing about these obstacles is that they give us instant feedback to let us know whether we've taken a mistouch or not. So if I'm dribbling through these cones here and I'm hitting every single cone, that's instant feedback letting me know I need to be more precise with my touches. So we can get loads of repetitions here on the cones to sharpen up those touches so we're more efficient during a match. And there's no rules to how far apart or how close the cones need to be. Vary it up so that you get a variety of different touches so you're equipped for lots of different scenarios in a match. If we keep the objects really close together, it forces us to work on those tight touches, precision movements, keeping close control of the ball, which is going to equip us for those scenarios in a match where we're in clusters of defenders, there's outstretched feet, there's narrow gaps to manipulate the ball between, so this is going to help us develop that control. If we place the objects further apart, now we get to introduce the element of speed, so we can work on the ability to weave in and out of defenders at pace. So when you're working on your cone drills in your individual training sessions, vary up the distances and positions of the cones so you're preparing yourself for all different kinds of scenarios you might encounter during a match. The next method is free dribbling. This is where we put the cones away and dribble with complete freedom. Although cone drills are great for working on those precise touches and allow us to get that instant feedback, the limitations with cone drills is that our movements are predetermined and predictable. When dribbling through cones, I know where the object is, so I can plan out my movements. But with free dribbling, you take those parameters away, so you can focus on creativity and instinctive movements, which better reflects how you'll be dribbling during a match. The key with free dribbling is to have imagination. So when you're dribbling around the pitch, imagine how a defender might react to your movements and allow that to dictate your next touch of the ball. So as I'm dribbling around the pitch, if I take my touch here, perform a fake, I imagine how that defender might react. So I might throw a body feint, take it down the line, Cruyff turn, push it back out the opposite direction. Really work on getting loads of different touches, manipulating the ball in all different directions, involving all the surface areas of both feet. And just like the first exercise, variety of touches is key. So dribble fast, dribble slowly, dribble fast to slow, slow to fast, multi-directional. These are all the different ways you'll be dribbling during a match. So if you can get more proficient with them here on the training pitch, you're just going to be a more effective dribbler in a match. The third dribbling method is lateral dribbling and change of direction with the ball. The ability to change direction is often all you need to shake off defenders. And it's useful in all areas of the pitch, whether you're a winger, centre back, full back, midfielder. Being able to change direction with the ball sharply is going to separate you from your defender. So a simple exercise you can do to master this technique is to place down a couple of markers 3 or 4 steps apart, and you're just going to work on dribbling from one side to the other, changing direction with the ball, mastering different movements, being sharp with your actions, but the most important thing is to have imagination. Actually imagine there is a defender on your back. So imagining there's a defender on my back, I might throw my body to the side, a few different quick feet movements, sharp, Cruyff, making sure we're quick and efficient with our movements. So after we've turned, being explosive, so low center of gravity, push the ball out, close control, protecting the ball at all times, trying to anticipate how the defender would respond to our actions. So you can either set up the exercise just like this, or you can incorporate this into your free dribbling to work on those different actions to create space in a match. The next method is changing speed with the ball. Being able to go from slow to fast in a split second can be a very effective tool for separating yourself from your defender. So a simple exercise you can set up, place some cones down in a line. The first 2 cones are about 4 or 5 steps apart, and then it's about 10 to 15 steps, and another 2 cones 4 or 5 steps apart. So what we're going to do is dribble very slowly from the first cone to the second. This is where we engage our defender, preparing to accelerate. But if we start slowly, get them on their heels, when we then accelerate, they're going to be 1 split second behind us, which is enough time to give us that separation. So we're going to dribble really slowly to this first cone, and then what we're going to do is accelerate with the ball. What's important is that we push the ball out of our feet and accelerate for those first few steps. This is what's going to give us that separation we need. And then we're going to get to the other side, slow it down and recover, and then we can turn around and repeat the same movement back to the starting point. So this develops our ability to change gears with the ball. Changing gears with the ball is more effective than just going as fast as possible all the time. If you're always going at one speed, you become very predictable with the ball. But if you're always changing gears, you're always keeping those defenders guessing. So doing an exercise as simple as this, where you can go from slow to fast, fast to slow, is going to help you develop that ability to make you more effective at changing speed with the ball during a match. And the 5th method is nudging. So nudging is a dribbling technique used by some of the best dribblers on the planet, and it allows them to keep the ball very close to their body, but also dribble at speed, which makes them very difficult to defend against. So nudging is taking a touch of the ball with every step. So as you can see, where I move, the ball moves with me because I'm keeping it so close to my body, which allows me to evade defenders' feet, react at a split second, and also keep full control of the ball. So to master this technique, we need to use the correct surface areas of our feet. We're going to use in between the inside and the laces and between the outside and the laces. These surface areas are going to help us get a clean contact on the ball, and we want to make contact right through the middle of the ball. If we connect too low, the ball could bobble up. If we connect too high, we might trip over the ball. So we want to connect through the middle of the ball to provide consistent touches. And then we need to have a low center of gravity. So if we have a low center of gravity by having a slight bend in the knees, this allows us to move more agile, with more control, change direction. And also we want to keep our eyes slightly ahead of us so we can see the space in front of us. Start slowly. Control is a lot more important than speed in the early stages, and then we can introduce that speed later on. So just find an open space, dribble with the ball, trying to take a touch of it with every step, change in direction using the inside and outside of our feet, and then start to increase the speed. And your goal with this technique is to get as fast with the ball as possible while keeping it under control. And if you can get to the point where you're almost as quick with the ball than you are without, you're going to be very difficult to defend against. So there we have it, 5 methods you can start implementing today into your own individual training sessions to master your dribbling technique. Check out the rest of the channel for more dribbling tips and tutorials. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.